What's happening, YouTube? Another wild situation. Let's get right into this. Y'all see the thumbnail of this video? Y'all see the title of this video? Let's talk about this. Let's get right into this, man. We gonna keep it real. We gonna keep it solid. We ain't gonna sugarcoat none in this entire video. But at the same time, we ain't gonna be disrespectful either. You know, you gotta be able to articulate yourself and get your point across, get your message across without being disrespectful. And I believe I'm able to do that. Well, at least I'm gonna try to do that in this video. You feel me? To all the solid individuals, tap that like one. The real ones, make sure you hit that subscribe button if you're a solid individual. Tap that notification bell. I appreciate you, brother. Now, in regards to the situation that's been going on behind the walls with the essays and the brothers, right? The Crips, to be exact. You guys know what's been floating around the internet. There's been 1,000 different videos from 1,000 different content creators talking about this situation. I've been seeing a lot of brothers do videos on it. A lot of them have a lot of good points, putting out a lot of good message for their people. It's good content. I also see a lot of brothers, I wouldn't say a lot, about a handful of brothers that have content, that have YouTube channels, that create content in regards to, you know, just whatever, prison, gangs, different topics, hip-hop. And they speaking on, a handful of them are speaking on how the Norteños and the Serenos are allegedly clicked up, right, to say the least. It seems like in their videos, I'm gonna be real, it seems like you're a little upset about that. It seems like you don't like the fact that the Norteños and Serenos squash their beef. You can tell by the words you choose to say, the little smirks on your face when you say it, the vibe you put out there as you're saying it, the energy. You got to be able to read people. And the read that I'm getting is that you're a little upset that the Norteños squashed their beef, and not only squashed their beef with the Serenos, but according to your guys' videos, clicked up with the essays. And for those of you guys that don't know, the Serenos and Norteños beef is the longest lasting gang war in the entire country. That's a fact. They call it the Civil War between the California Mexicans. North versus South is the longest lasting gang war in the history of the United States, and it's finally been put to rest. And you got some individuals here on YouTube who aren't too happy about that. Now, I can see why one may be feeling some type of way. I can see an OG who happens to be a brother who built relationships with Norteños over the years behind the walls, may have went to war with Norteños against the Serenos behind the walls. And, you know, that builds a bond. Trust me, I know. That builds a bond, homie. When you go to war side by side, hand in hand, shoulder to shoulder. I got my knife, you got yours. Let's go out there, homie. Let's get paid. You know what I'm saying? Let's go get ours. You know, they got us. Let's run it back. Come on. But it seems like there's a little disappointment, I guess, to say the least, coming from some of these brothers here on YouTube. And then there's those that just like to just talk. Like just to talk, run off with the mouth with it. There's ones that are trolls, and I don't pay attention to the comments, whether it's in my comments, or if I'm on somebody else's videos going through their comments, and you see brothers who are guessing their brothers, you know, diss the Norteños and talk about how could they click up with them, they traded on us, and whoop-de-whoop-whoop. I don't pay attention to those comments because we don't know who those people are commenting that. But when I click on someone's comment, tap their little profile picture, go to their channel, and they happen to be a content creator, only have maybe a few hundred subscribers or a couple thousand subscribers, nonetheless, it's a content creator pushing this narratives that the Norteños shouldn't have clicked up with the Southsiders, that they broke their alliance with the blacks, that they're no longer aligned with the blacks, because they choose to align with the South Side. Now, what I gotta say about that is, what the fuck does the Mexican business got to do with any brothers? It's a beautiful thing when you can stop bloodshed. Like I said, this is the longest lasting war in the United States. And it's finally came to a ceasefire. You got individuals upset about that, making videos about that. It's just absurd to me, homie. That's like some Mexicans making videos about the truce between the Bloods and the Crips in the early 90s. Talking about how y'all soft for going out like that. Y'all should have never made no truce with the Crips. Y'all should have never made no truce with the Bloods. Y'all ain't no real lokes. Y'all ain't no real B-dogs. No real Bloods will ever make truce with no Crips. No real Crips will ever back up no Bloods. Like, what kind of, like, y'all will get on here and tell the Mexicans, mind your own damn business. You know what I'm saying? They ain't got nothing to do with no damn Mexicans, whatever the Crips and Bloods do, right? And no damn Mexicans is not worried about what no Crips and Bloods is doing in their alliances or truce, whatever they got going on. That's a good thing. That's a beautiful thing as well. But when the Mexicans do it, it's a problem. Sound the alarm. Sound the alarm. Call your people. Call your folks. Call California. If you got cousins, loved ones in California, let them know the Norteños is no longer our people. Sound the alarm. Sound the alarm. The Mexicans are clicking up. The Mexicans are together now. The Mexicans are together. Sound the alarm. Call your people. Let them know. And that right there is directly towards Cartoon. Cartoon recently did a video. He's a Crip dude who, to what I've been told, hasn't been living in California for about a decade now. Made a video just like that, sounding the alarm. The Norteños ain't our allies no more. And I'm all for someone rallying their people, you know, trying to bring their people together. That's a beautiful thing. If the Mexicans coming together is going to be the factor that stops the bloodshed between the black community, then shit, the Mexicans should have came together a long time ago then, right? If that's all it took for y'all to stop smacking each other, then we should have came together a long time ago. The message you're putting out on your platform is that we need to stop, that you guys need to come to a truce and stop all black on black violence because the Norteños are now with the essays. And again, that's beautiful. Hopefully it happens. Hopefully it works. What you're saying is talking about war in prison. Now, I don't like to speak on prison politics or anything in that nature. But Cartoon did also say in his video that he gets a lot of people calling him the big R word. I can't say the word because YouTube will start tripping. But the big R word, it's what Karens are. You guys know what a Karen is, right? Karens are usually R word. So I guess Cartoon gets called, you know, pretty much a Karen, an R word. And he says he's not an R word. He just keeps it real. He just keeps it straight up and gives it to you raw and uncut. And some people can't handle that. Well, I'm going to keep it raw and uncut right here, homie. I see a bunch of different videos of people talking about war and this and this and that. The blacks will not win a war against the Serenos and the Norteños, homie. Point blank period. It would not happen. You know you guys won't win a war. Like, come on, what are we talking about here? Like, knock it off. Stop it. Like, you guys know that. And let me explain. See, back in the day, homie, the way I was schooled and educated on the brothers is they were real militant back in the day. They were real structured, real organized, had order, had discipline. The brothers stood for theirs, you know what I'm saying? Not saying they don't no more, but they were real. Their program was similar to the Norteños. For those of you guys that don't know, the Norteños is run a real type shit. Real militant, real structured, real organized. Back in the day, the brothers ran a similar program. Bloods, Crips, Bay Area, Kumi. Over the years, over the decades, that program faded away. Faded away to where it's not even in existence within some of the black cores. That is one of the main reasons why the Norteños' loose alliance with the brothers is no longer in existence. Is because the lack of discipline and structure within your factions. And that is one of the reasons why you would not win a war against the Mexicans. One, your lack of structure, your lack of discipline. Two, your individualism. You guys promote this ideology with that has individualism within it. that I'm a man, you stand on your own 2 feet, you move on your own, you do what you want, you don't take orders from nobody. Okay, that's cool and all, but when time for war, that individualism doesn't work, homie. Because that same individualism that you're promoting, you're your own man, this and that, right? Them same individuals, when it's time to go to war, and it's like, hey, young homie, hey, young loc, hey, young blood, it's time to sharpen these knives. These Mexicans are stripping. They gonna remember what you taught them over the years, right? I'm my own man. I don't gotta listen to nobody. They gonna turn them knives down and be like, nah, I'm cool. I got a year left to the house. I'm going home. I'm not getting involved. And I'm right. I'm right. If there's visits and the yard's about to pop off, 20 blacks got visits. 20 essays got visits. You know what them 20 essays gonna do? They gonna stay back on the yard and defend La Raza. You know what the 20 blacks gonna do? They gonna go to that visit. They ain't gonna risk losing their visit, even though the yard's just about to pop off and everyone knows it. And again, that goes to my other point. Sacrifice. Within your community, there's no sacrifice. There's no importance of sacrifice. And that's what within the Latino community is very much taught, promoted. Instead of I, it's us. Instead of you, it's we. Everything you guys teach, individualism, standing on your own 2 feet, you're your own man. The Latinos, the Mexicans, especially behind the walls, teach the complete opposite. It's all about us, we, and sacrifice. Yes, I want to go see that visit too. Yes, we want to go to that visit too. But we're going to stand here and defend our brothers. We're going to stand here and defend our homies. Yes, we got a year and a half to the house. But fuck it, it's about to pop off on the yard. Where's my knife? Let's go do this. Not only because we have to, but it's embedded in us for years and decades of this type of teachings. Now, I see, again, a lot of brothers trying to rally the troops and change their way of thinking and everything. What I'm saying, they're trying to flip the script now because they're seeing there's a big threat, is what they're calling it, when the Northerners and Southerners coming together. And that's cool. But you're too late, homie. Because it's not going to happen overnight. You know it, and I know it. And I'm just being real. And I say all this with all due respect. But like I said, and like you said, I'm keeping it real. And if you don't like it, you can unfollow me, unsubscribe, dislike the video. Don't hurt me, homie. But facts are facts. You can rally your people, and that's fine. I want you to do that. Bro, when I was on the yard and a Crip came to yard, or a Blood, or a Kumi who had influence over his people, bro, and he tightened up their ship, I was like, man, homie, that's right. You know what I'm saying? Because I seen the program from the brothers shift, homie. It shifted from being like fucking programming like degenerates to programming like some motherfucking soldiers, homie. On our side of the day room, on our side of the yard. And that shit, like, you know what I'm saying? Because we programming the same way, like soldiers. So I'm like, yeah, that's right, homie. I see the brothers working out now. They're working out with us. They doing burpees, pull-ups. They posting up for each other. They're, you know what I'm saying? They're programming. And I'm like, that's right. An individual that it took, that came, that had that influence, you know what I'm saying? He gained major respect from us. Because we're like, you feel me? We seen what he did. He seen the slacking in his people. And he came and tightened up shit. So I love that shit, homie. And again, back to war in prison, because that's what seems to be the hot topic right now. Yes, of course, the blacks will get some wins, get some dubs. They'll win some battles, most definitely, for sure. And of course, some blacks are with the knife play and all that, right? And they're gonna, like I said, win some battles, but they won't win the war. They won't. It's just a fact. And it's because of the ideologies and the teachings that been taught over the years and decades to the young brothers. And the mindset of the brothers that are in prison. That you're your own man. You stand on your own 2 feet. If a Crip or a Blood from a certain hood tells another Blood to go do something, they gonna be like, you ain't even from my own, you ain't from my hood. I ain't listening to you, OG. Fuck up out of here. And they gonna walk away. And they have no repercussions over that. You ain't from his hood. He ain't gotta listen to you. You ain't his homie. You ain't his loc. He ain't gotta do what you tell him to do. He his own man. Remember that? Because that's what y'all taught. When it's time for war, let's see how you being your own man helps. Let's see how that ideology helps y'all out. It's not, bro. It's gonna be the downfall. You got the numbers to stand stand your guys' ground. But in the long run, like you said in that video, man, you guys gotta change. Change has to come with the black community, and that's right. But it ain't gonna happen overnight. You have to change your guys' whole way of thinking, your whole thought process. That individualism, that's just out. You have to teach the importance of a sacrifice, homie. Yeah, I'm gonna catch a couple extra years, but I'm gonna save my homie's life. Yeah, I might catch a couple 2, 3, 4, 5 years, whatever comes with it. But me and my homies, we still gonna be alive. We ain't gonna get got. You feel me? That's the importance of a sacrifice, homie. Yeah, I wanna go home, but fuck it, I gotta do what I gotta do, homie. I'm here right now. My brothers need me, and I need my brothers. You know, risking your outdate, risking your visits, risking that commissary. Fuck all that. All that go out the window, homie. That's a sacrifice. Some sacrifices are smaller, some sacrifices are bigger, but the sacrifices are the importance, homie. You guys know I'm right. You guys listening right here, you know I'm right, homie. And I'm just giving it to you raw and uncut, just like you said you did. And like I said, though, if the North and South coming together is what causes to stop the violence within the black community, then shit, North and South should have came together a long time ago then. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a blessing in disguise maybe on both sides. The Mexicans stopped killing each other, and that caused the blacks to stop smacking each other. You feel me? Hey, like I said, man, I'm going to tell you like it is, homie. Ain't no sugarcoating nothing. Not in this one. Not in this one. And I say this with all due respect, homie. No disrespect towards anyone. If you felt disrespected, well then go ahead and drop a comment and you feel me? Get it off your chest, homie. I might reply to you. I'm going to try to read all the comments. I'm going to try to reply to most of them. So if you got something to say, let's continue this conversation, homie. I'm more than happy to continue this conversation. Drop a comment. Let's talk about this. Hit that like button as well while you at it, homie. It's the kid and I'm gone.